It's early morning, Monroe County. I'm the Philosopher Pirate, and this is Florida at Large. A little chilly this morning, Monroe County, Florida Keys. Hey, it's January. Not that chilly though. I'm in shorts, short sleeve shirt. Today, I'm going to have another instructional. I often have to work on picnic tables in the parks, and today I need to repair my shoes. As you can see, this didn't happen in the past. I've been purchasing Vibrams, Five Fingers. This is probably my 25th pair, maybe 20th pair. I don't know. I've lost track. The issue is that they used to be built better. And I hate to sound like, my grandfather. They just don't make things like they used to. Well, they don't. They don't make things like they used to. I was unable to find any rocks. So I'm going to have to improvise here in case the wind blows a little bit. Got my coffee. Lid's full. It's important to bring a kit to the table. And I could have had this all prepared like these, a lot of YouTubers do. But I want to show you beginning to end. Okay. It's important. This stuff works wonders. This shoe goo. Don't open it until you're ready, because if the temperature has changed since the last time you opened it, it may just pour right out. So, out of the container there. And so I'm going to trusty nitrile gloves. If you're not familiar with placing these things on, the best thing to do is get them on as far as they'll go, and then kind of work the edges. Just kind of massage the edges of your fingers. Don't go like this, because what you'll do is you end up jamming the joints in your fingers. Not to say that I haven't done that, but you basically just want to go like that, and then give it a little press here, and then very quickly. These are pretty much skin-tight gloves. It's on, and so I've noticed people struggling, and they end up tearing. As you can see, the wind is trying to blow these gloves. All right. Again, just kind of massage the sides of your fingers and the thumb, and then kind of push. There we go. And there we go. Basically, and then you can tug a little bit around the wrist, and you have non-torn, skin-tight gloves. Now, I'm glad there's a little bit of a breeze today. This stuff has quite a bit of fumes, this shoe goo. I've used it in the past. It can actually rebuild the tread on the shoes. Now, I thoroughly washed these shoes and waited for them to completely dry. It's been about 12 hours. So hopefully they're completely dry. I have some paper towels, this, and trusty, what are these, disposable hardware cloths. Paper. I don't like the ones that are made out of that fiber material. I don't believe it is as good for the environment. These are just made out of paper. So I throw these in the trash can, or what happens, I lose it in the wind, it's going to naturally degrade rather quickly. Those synthetic disposable hardware cloths, I'm not a big fan of those because I don't think they're going to degrade that quickly in the environment. And if they go into a landfill, they're going to be there for a long time. Not that I'm the ultimate environmentalist. I've explained that in a few of my videos. But I believe in capitalism, believe in free enterprise, but I also love and enjoy the environment and the world around us, the great outdoors. And I don't think that's really political. I think that is something that we should all cherish and not to trash or litter. Anyways, I'm going to get started here. I'm basically going to use just my fingers to apply this. I'm just going to put a thin layer in between where you can see that it is separated. And again, I'm going to be very careful opening this. There we go. Okay. I've had the experience before of temperature changes. And so the last time it was, temperature was, a little bit different, higher or lower, whatever the case may be. You can see I have placed some of that in there, and I'm going to just basically spread it along. I've had very good results with this product. You don't want too thin of a layer, but again, you don't want too thick of a layer. And, I could use some type of applicator, but I found just my fingers are fine with this product. And hopefully it will solve the problem. Now, if you happen to spread a little bit like I accidentally did there on the tread, don't worry about it. This stuff actually almost becomes like a shoe tread, and as long as you don't leave a big bump, um, you know, and I said it with exaggeration, as long as you don't leave a big bump. Now, you notice I placed that down on the newspaper, and I didn't use this hand for the glue. Glue's only on this hand. This is the hand I have more coordination because I didn't injure it. And I'm fixing here. Now, this stuff basically takes a while to dry. Now, I'm going to go along the seam here with the extra. And again, this product actually makes its own, almost a new shoe thread. Again, I'm emphasizing for effect. It is quite a good product, but it has a lot of fumes. So once I finish, I'm going to place these shoes. I'm going to use newspaper to protect my container because I don't want this product on the inside of my container. And hopefully I won't have to breathe as many of the fumes while I'm driving. When I stop, I'll let the shoes air. I'm not going to be at this site all day. I have things to do elsewhere. Okay, you can see this one is just as bad. I don't know if you can probably see that. While I'm doing this, I was reading an article, and it's I don't know if it was recent or not, but it was regarding the electric bicycles and those type of items in Key West. Now, what the problem is that they're traveling at high speeds. These electric bicycles, I don't know what the Florida law is, and I don't even know if the article is accurate. It said something about 20 miles an hour. I've also noticed that some states or European countries have a electric, so-called, sidewalk type vehicle, scooters, these little electric scooters and so forth, at 17 miles an hour. Basically, a human being can run on a sprint. And this is, a young human being in good shape. Between 15 and I believe 22, 23 miles an hour. I'm not talking about Olympic athletes. Obviously, they can probably run a little faster. But we're not talking about the Olympic athletes. We're talking about the average human. That's a safe speed on a sidewalk. Again, the word sidewalk has walk in it. Walkway has the word walk in it. So basically, it's designed for people to walk. It's not designed for electric scooters, bicycles, and also conventional pedal bicycles traveling at 35, 40 miles an hour. And that's what I witnessed myself. Now, the article pertaining to Key West, I guess there was a city council meeting, and they were all worried about how are we going to do this. The state of Florida, they were saying, will not post speed limit signs. Well, of course they're not going to post speed limit signs on a sidewalk. That would be ridiculous. But the city of Key West can do that. I don't see why they can't. As a matter of fact, in the Emerald Coast, Grayton Beach, as a matter of fact, I personally witnessed law enforcement officers stopping electric bicycles, and they were handing them paperwork. I don't know if it was a fine, a warning, what it was, an advisory, but and then one of the city council people in the article would say, well, it'll be very hard to enforce this because most of the workers that ride these vehicles don't speak English. They only speak Creole or Spanish. I don't really care what language they speak. Hand them a piece of paper. If you want to put it in 12 languages, including Vietnamese and Bengalese and Somali, I don't know what language they speak there. I apologize. But, I mean, yeah, Austrian, no, of course, nobody speaks Austrian. There's no language Austrian. But anyways, hand them a citation. Give them a $15, $20 fine. If these are truly workers that are dishwashers and stuff, like the city council, member of council, be gender unspecific, was stating, then basically we're dealing with an issue that they can understand that it's going to cost them money to travel at a high rate or high speed, because rate of speed is redundant, by the way, then they should be issued a citation and or some type of warning. And if they are issued a warning, my advice to these law enforcement officers in Key West that are issuing these warnings is delay them for at least a half an hour while processing, the paperwork, and then give them that warning. Now they're late for work. That means more to them. And when they have to explain to their boss that they were traveling too fast on their electric vehicle, I think that's more damaging than actually having them pay a fine to the city, because they may consider that a cost of doing business, because they're not going to issue them points against like a driver's license. This is an electric. Many of these folks, either because of many DUIs or because they're not in the United States legally, let's be honest, and call them migrant workers, whatever. They really, they're not going to have driver's license. They don't have a driver's license. That's why they're on the electric vehicle. It's not that they can't afford a car. It's many of them don't have a driver's license. Now there are some that choose to, use the economy of the electric vehicle and possibly lower impact on the environment. And parking is a real hassle in Key West. You notice I almost touched my button there with my, out of habit, with my glued finger. Now, it looks like I've finished the shoe repair, and I would recommend that the city of Key West basically stop these individuals, either with bicycle police, horseback, actually, radar gun, just standing there. Stop. Delay them is my advice, and issue them a warning. When they're late for work a couple times, they'll get the message. And I personally know of a story where an individual suffered a serious head injury. It was a collision between a jogger and an electric scooter on the sidewalk again. It's called sidewalk or walkway. The word is walk in it. It's not designed for bicyclists or high-speed electric vehicles. It is designed for walking. And jogging is fine. And again, I think the speed of 15 to 25 miles an hour is very reasonable, because that's the speed at which human beings run. Hence, there's joggers on the walkway. It's not called a runway, but who knows about language. Anyways, that's my video for today. I hope you appreciated my shoe repair instruction and a little bit of Key West ridiculousness. I'm not in Key West, by the way. I'm in a key called Grassy Key. And it's a beautiful park. Curry Hammock State Park. It's early morning. Monroe County. I'm the Philosopher Pirate, and this is Florida at Large.